A very happy Mother's Day from Toronto as the Red Sox wrap up this series and the long road trip, looking to win the series 2-1. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. Beautiful day. The roof is open here in Toronto. I'm Dave O'Brien alongside Jerry Remy. Garen Austin coming your way in just a couple of moments. Jerry, nice win yesterday for the Red Sox. A big performance by the top of the batting order.
Well, you know, Dave, I remember one time Ted Williams said to me, as a guy at the top of the order, what's the most important thing you got to do? And I got scared. I gave the right answer, though. I said, I got to get on base. He says, that's exactly right. And that's exactly what they did yesterday here in Toronto for the Boston Red Sox. Mookie Betts with a double down the line off a changeup. Benintendi in the same inning off a changeup going to the opposite field, one hop over the fence for the ground rule double. You look at their numbers yesterday, each guy had 3 hits in the ball game. 3 for 5 for Betts, 3 for 5 for Benintendi, and they scored 3 runs total. So that's a very impressive day at the top of the lineup. They keep up that production, those guys in the middle of the lineup going to get an awful lot of RBIs.
I'm so glad you got the right answer with Ted, because you might not be here today.
I'm telling you, it was dangerous and I was scary.
A 10-game trip ends for the Red Sox today here in Toronto, and throughout the afternoon we will be relaying messages from the ball players to Mom, sending out their best wishes on a gorgeous day here. Red Sox and the Blue Jays coming up next from Toronto. By Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger Program. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. By your local New England Ford dealers. And by Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Perfect for Mother's Day. Big crowd here in Toronto. They're expecting 38 to 40,000 this afternoon. Red Sox will not play a longer road trip than this one all season long. 10 games in 11 days. And concluding here on this Mother's Day, let's toss it down to Garen.
Thanks, OB. Well, today as we celebrate our moms and we recognize all that they do for us, well, the Red Sox players wanted to wish their moms a very happy Mother's Day.
Hey, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. I hope my dad spoils you today because you deserve it, and just enjoy your day. Love you.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. And also, happy Mother's Day, Lakin. I love you.
You know, happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. Can't wait to see you again.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Happy Mother's Day, Susanna. You are the best.
Hey, Ma. Just want to let you know I love you. As you always say, you only get one, so I'll make sure I have to take care of you. So happy Mother's Day, and can't wait to see you.
And the players have special pink bats today as well as special pink caps. I'll have more on that later. And OB Jerry, I got some great mom stories coming up later today.
I know you do, Garen. Thank you very much. Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. This is Hanley now before the game. He's out of the lineup today resting, but in the catcher's gear enjoying his day off.
Hanley being Hanley.
Looking for a mom to hug this afternoon. And I don't know what's up with the catcher stuff, but he's enjoying himself today. Red Sox hope that'll be the case all afternoon. Looking to take the series here against the Blue Jays. And the theme of the day is certainly pink. Everybody wearing the pink caps. And Mookie in the pink shoes as well. Here's a look at the Red Sox lineup now, brought to you by Toyota's website for deals. BuyAToyota.com. Mookie will lead things off, hitting .356. Andrew Benintendi is in left. JD Martinez the DH with Mitch Moreland at first base. Xander Bogaerts at short. Number 6 man is Rafael Devers at third. Brock Holt at second. Christian Vasquez does the catching, and Jackie Bradley, number 9 man in center field. Against the right-hander Joe Biagini, 0-1 ERA of 8.10.
Let's take a look at the Blue Jays defense. They are 10th in the American League with 24 errors in 40 games. Josh Donaldson will be at third base. Urena the shortstop. Solarte at second and Justin Smoke at first. Left to right, Alfred, Pilar, and Hernandez. And Russell Martin doing the catching for Biagini.
Ups today, brought to you by Toyota's website for deals. BuyAToyota.com. Jerry Meals behind the plate. Gabe Morales at first, Ed Hickox at second. Ron Culpa at third base. And we're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit Compra2Toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
That roof is open. It's beautiful here. Sunny skies in Toronto. A little bit on the chilly side, 58 degrees, but sunshine throughout. And set for game 3. Red Sox sitting at 5-4 on this road trip. Been an outstanding road team at 16-8 away from Fenway, but heading back home finally. And a home plate umpire, Jerry Meals, over to talk to somebody in the photog section. So a slight delay before Mookie can hit, and he's a guy who can't wait to get in a hit against Biagini because he's 6 for 11 off him with 2 homers.
Yeah, last year Biagini was 0-2 against the Red Sox in 6 games, 2 starts with a 7.53 ERA.
And the right-hander ready to work. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 and we're underway. Mookie leading the American League in batting average at .356. He's tied for the top spot in home runs with 13. Machado got one yesterday for the Orioles, so they are even at the top of the American League. Key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire Complete Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. Two and one.
You see a fastball, a curveball, and a changeup from Biagini. Not overpowering. About 91, 92 with his fastball.
And a 2-1. Cracked on the ground behind third. That's a foul ball. So Mookie will come on back. A lot of the crowd thought that was an out, but it was foul. Biagini taking the spot of Marcus Stroman. Just went on the DL with a shoulder issue, shoulder fatigue. It's actually been bothering him going back to spring training. He's 0-5.
Yeah, it's incredible when you saw those numbers. You figure something had to be wrong with him. He's one of the top right-handers around.
So Biagini gets his 3rd start of 2018. He was at AAA Buffalo. He wasn't winning there. He was 0-3. 3-2.
There's that curveball I was talking about from Biagini. Right over the top. He tries to throw that 12-6 curveball straight down.
And a payout pitch. He struck him out. Came out of a 94 to fan him, and 1 man gone.
Yeah, Mookie almost looked surprised he got a fastball. A fastball that's up around the letters that time. And you don't see Betts take too many of those for strike 3.
One away, Benintendi next. Andrew hitting .255 with 2 home runs. He is 10 for 36 on the road trip, and he's hit safely in 5 in a row, so he's come alive offensively. As Jerry mentioned, Benintendi and Betts, big part of the story yesterday in the Sox win, combining to go 6 for 10. Top 2 hitters. And David Price was another big part of the story. I think a big sigh of relief for the Red Sox. Not only the traveling party, but the entire organization, that he could pitch into the 6th inning.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dave. You know, and he got better as the game had gone on, too. It looked like he was feeling his way around the first couple of innings. And then started really to feel comfortable after that. So a good day all the way around for the Red Sox yesterday, and especially for David Price.
Great to see him hit 95 miles an hour. And he talked about it later, how comfortable he is on this mound. He's 18-3 now. All time against Toronto. That one lashed into left field down the line. That'll drop in front of Alford. Takes a big bounce, and Benintendi will have a single.
That's a very quick way for him to raise his average, start using that other field. We saw him do it yesterday on a changeup. He went to left center for a ground rule double. Now he gets a fastball, I believe it is. Yes, a fastball, and he takes it to the opposite field. Instead of trying to pull that ball, just go right with it, and then he becomes a complete hitter.
6 in a row for Benintendi. 6-game hitting streak will send up JD Martinez. JD 336, 9 homers. He's driven in 30. And a high fly to right field. He hit that well. Hernandez back all the way, and she is gone. That didn't take long. JD Martinez with number 10, and the Red Sox grab a quick 2-0 lead. His right field pop is impressive.
We talk about it all the time, how impressive he is going to the opposite field and with power. And there's a great example right there. He gets a fastball that's going to be toward the outside part of the plate, or actually middle plate, and down around his knees. And he's got that inside out swing that generates a lot of power for him and takes it over into the Red Sox bullpen area. So 2 opposite field hits, one a single, one a home run.
32 runs batted in. Red Sox ahead here 2-0, and here's Moreland. Speedway will donate $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox homer. And don't forget, all summer long you can stop by your local Speedway and quench your thirst with a refreshing Speedy Freeze. Mitch batting .321. He's hit 6 home runs. Into the shift to Solarte off the turf, and 2 down. It's been a long time since we've seen somebody with that kind of a right-hand hitter with that kind of power the other way, you know, for the Red Sox. And
just looks to me, you know, Dave, like he's trying to take every fastball up the middle or the other way, and if they hang a breaking ball, then he'll go ahead and pull it.
Xander Bogaerts checks in at .323 with 4 home runs. 1 for 4 with a double yesterday in the win. He's hit safely in 4 straight. Red Sox trying to take the series and head on back to Fenway for a 7-game homestand. Be nice to settle in at home for a while. Realize that the Yankees have played 10 more home games than the Red Sox as of today. Tapper to third. Donaldson grabs that and retires the side, but the Red Sox get off quickly thanks to JD Martinez and a 2-run shot.
madres viéndonos. Feliz Día de las Madres. Happy Mother's Day. Have a great day.
Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. We miss you. We hope you have a great day.
You guys have been great today. Their messages, and we'll have those throughout the broadcast. For Mom, time now for a look at the Toronto Blue Jay lineup. Teoscar Hernandez will lead things off. Then it'll be Josh Donaldson and Justin Smoke. Solarte, the second baseman. Pilar in center. With Russell Martin doing the catching. Morales is the DH. Alford in left, and Urania the shortstop. Against Drew Pomeranz. Red Sox starter presented by your New England Audi dealers. He's 1-1, a .523 earned run average. And overcame a split fingernail in New York on Tuesday to pitch 6 strong innings against the Yankees. No decision, a 3-2 Sox loss, but he allowed only 4 hits. And a lot of people looked at how nasty that fingernail was and didn't think he would return.
Yeah, I asked him about that the other day, and he said it's not uncommon for him to do that because he throws that knuckle curve, and of course that fingernail is right on the baseball.
1-1. Last season against Toronto, he was 3-1 with a .392 earned run average, so very good outings against the Blue Jays. Among many for Drew, who won 17 games. Foul tip to the mitt. 2-2.
Going back to the game at Yankee Stadium, he's checking his finger out right there, the fingernail, and he steps off, and of course that brought the trainer out, brought out Alex Cora, and there was some question whether he was going to be able to continue in that game. But he did, and he did very well.
He tried to manicure it the way most of us do. Only he was in front of 45,000 people.
Angry people.
Yes. Waiting. 107 pitches against the Yankees. Big day in Boston sports with the Celtics tipping off in the Eastern Conference Finals at 3:30. So I know exactly what the Rem Dog is going to be doing when this game ends and we get to the bus.
Checking the scores, right?
2-2, and he spoiled that one. Hernandez actually leads Toronto with 35 RBIs since he joined the team the 1st of September last year, so he's been productive. John Gibbons leading them off. Here's the 2-2 again. We'll see if that fingernail becomes an issue today. As you said, and Drew talked about it after the game, he needs that because of the way he throws the curveball. Kind of needs that nail digging into the ball a little bit. Line drive and caught by a sprawling Bogaerts. He's got it out of the air for out number 1.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 5th in the American League with 20 errors in 39 games. Rafael Devers will be at third base. Xander Bogaerts the shortstop. Brock Holt at second, and Mitch Moreland the first baseman. Left to right, Andrew Benintendi, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Mookie Betts. And Christian Vasquez doing the catching for Pomeranz. Little soft line drive out to Bogaerts, and he's going to charge the ball. Backhanded. Instead of letting that thing bounce, if it bounces, it might be a base hit.
1 down for Donaldson. Red Sox have quieted this guy in the series. He's 0 for 7. Hitting just .230, and this is a free agent year for him. Started out very poorly because of a shoulder problem, inflammation in the shoulder. He began the season on the DL. And could barely get it over to first base as he battled through the shoulder issue. Langs that one toward the alley on the move. Benintendi. It's going to fall in. He deflects it back to Bradley. Donaldson into second. There's the throw, and he's safe at second base. Donaldson with a double.
A nice effort by Benintendi, but he can't quite get there, and the ball bounces over his head. Then Jackie Bradley Jr. is backing up the play and made it very close at second base. There's a throw coming in, and the tag put on, but not quite in time to get Donaldson. Watch this ball bounce on the carpet. Right off the glove of Benintendi, right to Bradley Jr.
So the 100th double of Donaldson's career. That's his first hit since his first at bat in game 1, and sends up Smoke. Justin Smoke, 246 with 5 home runs, and one of 4 switch hitters in the lineup today for the Blue Jays. Sox in front 2-0, and a J.D. Martinez home run to right. And he left it outside for a ball. 2-0.
A little trouble controlling his fastball here in the first inning. He's left a lot of them high and out of the zone.
Smoke has been far better from this side of the plate against left-handers than on the other side. He's hitting .320 off lefties. Just .200 off right-handers. And a count 3-0.
And Tate fastball is now only 2 for strikes for Pomeranz here in the first inning.
John Harris, Solarte on deck. And Pomeranz feeling his way early. See if Smoke has a green light. He does not. It's in there for a strike. 3-1. So a good hitter's count for the number 3 man, who hit 38 homers last year, and a breakthrough season for himself. Vasquez decked out in pink today. Pomeranz with a very deliberate tempo. Here's the 3-1. And he walks him. So that'll put runners at first and second for the number 4 hitter.
Tomorrow at 6, don't miss Red Sox first pitch, presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. DC and Steve will preview the series against the Oakland Athletics.
Johnny Gomes will be joining me in the booth for that series, and Dennis Eckersley for the oncoming Orioles series. Then the Red Sox will hit the road for just 3 games and then back for another week after that at Fenway Park. So a lot of home games coming up finally. A little bit of trouble now immediately for Pomeranz despite the 2-0 advantage. Here's Solarte, who's their top home run hitter with 9. He's having trouble finding the plate.
Yeah, especially with the fastball. That time he tries the breaking ball to get ahead and can't get that over.
Lefties have locked him up. He's just 204 against southpaws. The 1-0 across for a strike with that breaking ball. Donaldson with a double. Smoke taking ball 4, so first and second for the Blue Jays. And a 1-1 from the left-hander. Hard hit but foul. Sox against the A's coming up. Rick Porcello against the man who tossed a no-hitter against the Red Sox in Oakland, Sean Manaea. And it'll be Eduardo Rodriguez Tuesday, Chris Sale on Wednesday. All against Oakland. 1-2. Porcello still undefeated at 5-0. No decision last time out. Erod coming off a brilliant outing, and so is Chris Sale. Chris Sale 15 strikeouts here the other night, if you missed that. Pomeranz looking for a ground ball right at an infielder. Up the middle. Diving stab by Holt, flips on and got him at second base. Donaldson holding at third. That saved a run and got an out.
Now the most important thing right there, you know, you get down, you try to knock the ball down, and you save that run, and he turns it into an out at second base. Once he dove for the ball, I didn't think there was a chance they'd have a force out at second base. He knocks it down. I said, good deal. Then they get that. They get the second out of the inning. Beautiful play by Brock Holt.
Well, he's made a couple of them here. He also made that relay throw to get a runner at third base. So he's had a couple of outstanding defensive moments on this road trip. On the corners now with 2 down, and Pilar, the batter, he's actually been their hottest hitter. 316, 4 home runs. You know, Pomeranz can get through this without a run. And he deals strike one.
It's one of the few times in the game that he's been able to get his fastball down in the zone. Right at the bottom of the strike zone that time.
Pilar with a 4-game hitting streak. He's number 1 in the majors in doubles. Got a lot of fans here. 17 2-base hits. Giving those capes away today. Superman, Superwoman capes. Pilar, of course, one of the best outfielders in all of baseball. 1-1 and a strike. Tough pitch.
Yeah, once again getting the ball down in the zone, and this time to the outside corner. So he's had a couple of fastballs in good spots. And this at bat to Pilar.
As he had him set up for that big curveball. First and third, 2 down, thanks to the outstanding play by Brock Holt. And now Pomeranz a strike away from getting out of the inning. See how hot Pilar has been the last 17 games. And he'll ask for time and get it from Jerry Meals. Two down, Donaldson at third and Solarte at first. Right now, you look up and down their lineup, and this is the one guy you don't want to face with a man in scoring position. More so than Donaldson or Solarte or anybody else. Smoke. It's Pilar. And a 2-2 from the southpaw. And now he's running full to the number 5 man. Russell Martin's on deck. Here's the 3-2. Runner at first on the move, and a tapper back to Pomeranz. On that knuckle curve, he got him, and he gets out of the jam.
For Kid Nation and earn loyalty points and prizes like autographs and memorabilia. Free kids tickets are available for the first 25,000 tickets redeemed. Visit redsox.com/kidnation to sign up today. OB.
Karen, thank you very much. Rafael Devers to lead off here. Drew Pomeranz getting out of that situation. It did not look real promising. Got a big out there on Pilar with the gentle comebacker. Devers in attack mode right away. Slams a foul off Martin's mask.
First pitch fastball, Devers all over it, but the ricochet off the mask of Russell Martin just takes it right off.
Martin played third base yesterday. He's probably thinking it's a little more comfortable out there. 0-2 to count on Rafael. Brock Holt on deck, and then Christian Vasquez. Sox up 2-0. JD Martinez powering one out. 2-run shot to right. Good day at the plate yesterday for Devers. 2 for 4 with an RBI. They do shift on him. Here's the 1-2. And swung on a miss for strike 3. So second K in the book for Biagini. A's Ticket is Red Sox fans' trusted source for tickets with lower prices, better service, and a great selection. Get your Celtics Cavs playoff tickets right now at aceticket.com.
Both strikeouts to Biagini coming on his fastball. Got best looking in the first, and then that swing by Devers.
Brings up Brock Holt, batting .321. Brock has actually reached base in every one of his last 21 starts. Goes back to last September. Middle of last September.
Back-to-back changes right there. Change-ups. Start off Brock Holt. Both away from him.
Brock's got a way of making an outstanding defensive play regardless of which position you put him in. He's done it again today at second base. And he'll look at a strike. Dustin Pedroia tomorrow to begin playing in minor league games with the Paw Sox. Will play 7 innings tomorrow. And a big swing and a foul tip held by Martin. Back-to-back strikeouts by Biagini.
Looked like the curveball outside from Biagini. A lot of off-speed pitches in that at bat to Brock Holt. Back-to-back strikeouts. One on a fastball, one on a curveball this inning.
The center Christian Vasquez checks in at 186. Vasquez said after the game yesterday the decision to steal in the 7th inning was his own.
And it was a bad one.
Resulting in an out. He admitted it was unwise, and Alex Cora seconded that. He said the Red Sox encourage base runners to think aggressively, but that wasn't a good time to do it.
Sometimes you start to think you're a little bit faster than what you actually are, and with the left-hander up, a real bad decision right there by Vasquez to go. Second and first and second situation, they had a chance for possibly a big inning.
Down the right field line, Hernandez on the move. He'll get there with a lunging catch in fair territory. Red Sox wind up going 1-2-3.
To have a great day, and happy Mother's Day from Henry Ramirez Trece. We love y'all.
Hanley loving that catcher's gear today. I don't think he's taking that off. He's ready for duty. He is ready to go.
Actually his fundamentals aren't bad. He was blocking some balls in the dirt, in the dugout prior to the game, and was moving around pretty good with all that stuff on.
Yeah. Don't want to give Alex Cora any ideas. Here he was earlier in the dugout.
Yeah, not bad. Deading the ball, keep it in front of you.
And ready to fire. Russell Martin, who catches for real, tags a base hit into left. Inside the bottom of the second, gets underway against Drew Pomeranz, 1 on.
First pitch curveball for Pomeranz, stays up in the zone a little bit, and Russell Martin, who was 1 for 4 in his career prior to this, gets the base hit. That one hit was a home run.
Well, he's been having a pretty miserable season to this point, hitting just 146, but a single there brings up the designated hitter Kendrys Morales, and another guy having a very tough start. 146, recently busted an 0 for 29. Switch hitter, just 3 home runs. They were hoping for a lot more than that. Pomeranz got himself out of a first inning scenario where he allowed a double and walked a man. Got out of it because Brock Holt made an outstanding sprawling stab on a shot up the middle. And got a force play at second, and then Pomeranz got the comebacker from the dangerous Pilar, who's swinging a very hot bat. So it's still 2-0 Boston. Good stop by Vasquez. No advance by Martin at first base.
That's the thing about Pomeranz. You know, there's no guarantee on a 2-0 count you're going to get his fastball. He'll throw that curveball because he feels like he can throw it for strikes at any time, but not even close on that 2-0 count.
Been a good daytime pitcher. His last 8 daytime starts, he's 5-1, a 2.94 ERA. He's fallen behind, and that's a strike. 3-1.
Well, Morales didn't think so, but it looked like the fastball did catch the upper part of the plate inside. He was jumping back.
7th hitter for Drew Pomeranz. It's the 4th time he's gone to a 3-ball count. And that's going to be ball 4. Didn't miss by much, but Meals didn't give it to him, so it's his second walk. And still scuffling. And here comes Levangie. Try to figure out what's going on here.
Stay on top of the latest Red Sox news with NESN's free Red Sox text alerts. From breaking news to in-game alerts, NESN will make sure you're in the know. To sign up, just text Red Sox at 536-536. Message and data rates may apply.
So 2 walks, 2 hits in the first couple of innings against the Red Sox left-hander, and that'll bring up Anthony Alford, the number 8 man, hitting just 167. With no home runs, recently up from the minor leagues. He was recalled from AAA Buffalo on May 5th. Two aboard and nobody out. And in there for a strike. That fastball sitting around 88, 89.
And that was increased a little bit as the game went on against the Yankees in his last start.
Martin at second, Morales at first. No speed out there, and that's a ball. Drew at 3-2 lifetime against the Blue Jays, a .399 earned run average. Offered a football player at Ole Miss. And he can run a bit. The 1-1. Little blooper down the right field line, but foul. We're going to be talking to Alex Cora as we do once in a while in the middle of the third inning, live from inside the dugout. We look forward to that chat. He's looking forward to going home. Red Sox have been on the road a long time. 11 days. A lot of early travel for this Boston club. Here's the 1-2 to Alford. Struck him out. Got him on the outside corner to sit him down, and a big K for Pomeranz.
Yeah, Pomeranz gets the advantage of the outside corner here. Questionable pitch. One that's too close to take with 2 strikes, though. You see Vasquez raising that target. He wanted the ball high. They got it high and just barely on the outside corner.
Here's the number 9 man, Richard Urania, switch hitter. Just up from the minor leagues. He's 1 for 3 at the major league level. Red Sox ahead 2-0. First 2 innings, though, plenty of trouble for Pomeranz. Pomeranz last year won each of his first 3 starts against Toronto. Went 6 innings or more in each one. 193 earned run average, so he's had a lot of success against the Blue Jays. And a 1-0. He fouls away a ball and a strike on Urania. Players and on-field personnel today wearing a symbolic pink ribbon on their uniform, along with, in some cases, pink wristbands. Ribbon also appearing on the bases at each ballpark, and the official dugout lineup cards are in pink as well. Made him skip, almost hit him. Runners holding at first and second.
Nice play by Vasquez here too to keep that ball somewhere in the vicinity so the runners could not advance. Knows exactly where the ball is, but taking a peek at the runner to make sure he's not going.
1 out, 2 on. And a 2-1 pitch to Urania. He thought about it. Did he offer? He did not. Gave Morales a no swing, and it's 3-1. Yet another 3-ball count. There've been a lot of those here early. This has been a struggle for Pomeranz. He got out of the first inning. Another hitter's count. Here's the 3-1. Fills it up, 3-2. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. And a left-hander with a 3-2. He struck him out. Back to the curve to fan it. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, that might have been the best curveball he's featured all day. It looked like it was going to be up and away, and all of a sudden that big break gets it back in the strike zone. Beautiful pitch by Pomeranz. At that point there, it looked like a ball, and then all of a sudden, bingo, right down the heart of the plate.
And he's right, one of the best curveballs in baseball. Here's Hernandez. He lined out to Bogarts to start the afternoon for Toronto. So he's 0 for 1. First 2 men reached, and then 2 strikeouts.
Hernandez very, very aggressive. We've seen it this whole series. He likes to jump on that first pitch.
Does have 6 home runs, so there's some power here. Martin at second, Morales at first. 2 down now. Popped him up into foul ground. Moreland looking at it, and he watches that sail off into the stands. Our custom suits are designed by Joseph Abboud and made in America using only the finest Italian fabrics. Now available at Men's Warehouse. Text NESSON1 to 66960 and receive $100 off your next Joseph Abboud custom suit purchase at Men's Warehouse. Data rates may apply. So 2 strikes on Hernandez. And Pomeranz with 2 down, trying to end the inning right here. And a high fly into right field. Mookie Betts plenty of space. He circles. Now he's coming and makes the catch over near the line. But Pomeranz with another Houdini gets out of it. Game 40 that year, the Red Sox beat Tampa Bay 9-2. John Lester got his 6th win with 7 innings of 2-run ball. Stephen Drew paced the Red Sox with a grand slam. A fun year, wire to wire, for the Red Sox in 2007. 2013, a little bit different personalities, more of a battle, but a great season. And come playoff time, that was so much fun in there for a called strike on Jackie Bradley, hitting 167 with 2 home runs. Trying to get out of that 5 for 54. They've seen Biagini 9 times. He has 3 hits off him, and 1 is a home run. One. Red Sox want to see his athleticism come out in the batter's box. And be more aggressive. 1-2 coming. Mookie Betts on deck. Red Sox had 2-0 thanks to JD Martinez in a home run. Biagini subbing in for Stroman today and bounces it. Red Sox have hit this guy in the past. He's 1-3 in 15 career games against Boston with an ERA of 6.48. They've had a lot of good at bats against him. Oakland A's in on Monday. They're battling the Yankees today. Here's the 2-2. And a full count on Jackie.
A lot of changeups, a lot of curveballs to Bradley in this at bat.
Bradley leading off here in the 3rd, 3-2. And he'll take a walk. So Jackie Bradley aboard. Let's toss it down to Guerin.
Well, OB, I've been talking to a lot of the players about their moms today, and Blake Swihart told me that his mom was actually kicked out of his Little League game when he was in the 4th grade. He said she was so upset with the call that she got in a fight with the umpire, so the umpire kicked her out. She got in her car and left, and he said that his dad drove him home later, and he said he was really proud of his mom and impressed that she knows baseball so well that she was able to call out the umpire when he made a mistake. Guys?
Well, that's a great story. 4th grade. And mom getting after it. As Mookie Betts 0 for 1. A strikeout in 1st inning, hits for the 2nd time. Yeah, you don't want to cross mom at a sporting event. Keep the moms on your good side at all costs. Jackie Bradley aboard with nobody out. He's running. Now he's stopping. Throw back to first base, and he'll dive back in there safely.
Must have felt like he didn't get a good enough jump, and he had a good pitch to go on too. It was a changeup from Biagini. There's the first couple of steps, and he just stops. I don't think he felt like he had a good enough jump right there to get to second base safely.
Did you do that much as a base stealer?
Nah, once I committed myself, I was gone, and it cost me a lot of times at second base.
1-1 he's holding here, and the breaking ball in there for a strike. Well, now 39 games into the season, and Mookie Betts is the American League's #1 hitter in batting average, tied for 1st in homers. He's #1 in total bases, extra base hits, slugging percentage, home batting average, and daytime batting average. He's hitting .515 in the daytime, just to name a few. There goes Bradley, and it's swatted at, fouled away. Take a look at this jump.
That time a much better jump for Bradley, and he takes a peek back, sees the foul ball, but without a swing, he didn't have that one stolen easily. That was a curveball too. Bradley perfect 2 for 2 on the season with steals.
Benintendi on deck. 1-2 to Mookie Betts. Runner holds. Big swing. Got something to hit too. 93 miles an hour. He'd like that back. Red Sox wrap it up. An 11-day, 10-game trip. They won't have one longer than this. They've got one just as long coming up in mid-June to Baltimore, Seattle, and Minnesota. But nothing longer. And that means the 2 longest road trips of the year will be out of the way well before the All-Star break.
Yeah, and a lot of those home games will start to pile up now over the next 3 weeks or so for the Red Sox.
Nobody out, and the 1-2. He takes off, and it's knocked foul again. So Jackie's been running through this at bat, and will return to first.
Probably can't wait to run. You know, it's been a long time since he's been down there at first base, and they want to try to take advantage of his base stealing abilities. And you know, Biagini, you can get a good jump on. He's got that high leg kick. He throws a lot of off-speed pitches. Good guy to go on.
One-two to Betts. Tried to get him again on a fastball. That's how he struck him out in first inning. I think he surprised him in the first. 2-2.
That ball good 2-3 inches off the outside edge. Wouldn't be surprised to see Bradley take off again.
He runs. Ground ball right through that hole. Into right field. Perfectly executed. Down to third is Jackie Bradley. That's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, you got a wide open hole there at second base as the second baseman is going to cover. And Mookie Betts just sees that open hole and just taps it for the base hit. Bradley on a third base, so a little first and third action with nobody out. So put some pressure on the defense, get that man in motion, open up a hole, and that quickly you get first and third.
For a guy who's really warming up now, Andrew Benintendi. 6-game hitting streak for him. Singled and scored. He was aboard when Martinez homered in the first inning. Last 14 games hitting well over 300.
Heck, that's my go-to.
You got a left-hand hitter up there. That's a pick for Martin to have to see around. Would Mookie think about doing some running here?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see him take off and go too. If Jackie Bradley was going to do it, Mookie can do it too.
On running here, and that's in there for a strike. Sox up 2-0, looking for more now with Bradley at third and Betts at first. Nobody out. Biagini, another one of those guys who is in no hurry, particularly when there are men on base. Very, very deliberate. Mainly a relief pitcher. But getting a start today with Stroman going to the disabled list.
The pitch to go on a curveball.
Not running. Hammered foul. A walk and a base hit. Red Sox with a single and a 2-run homer in the first inning against the righty. And Biagini from the stretch. Runners hold, and it's high. Yeah, everybody basking in sunshine, even though the temperature's in the upper 50s today. It's a beautiful day in Toronto. And they decided to open up the roof. 2-2. There's goes Betts, and it's a high pop into left field. And Alford underneath. Jackie going back. He tags, and now he'll stop as the throw comes in. So 1 man gone. Benintendi with a fly to left field, and here comes J.D. Martinez.
Yeah, not deep enough, and a good job by Alfred out there to, have momentum coming in toward home plate. Once Jackie Bradley sees that, he's going to go back and tag up, and he's not going to be able to score on that, even though the throw was not that good. There's Bradley tagging, just drawing a throw to see if he can throw it away. Throw is off target up the first base line, but still, you really can't take that chance with momentum coming in like that and the ball not that deep. And you have this guy sitting on deck.
J.D. Martinez with 8 RBIs on the trip. And 4 home runs. Up to 10 now. After that first inning blast to right. Time now for our high strength steel play, brought to you by New England Chevy dealers and a Chevy Silverado.
Number 10 on the season right there. Fastball down around thigh high, and that opposite field stroke by J.D. Martinez.
First and third with 1 down. On the corner, said Jerry Meals, and a count 1 ball and 1 strike. Be chatting live with Alex Cora inside the dugout after the 3rd out of this inning. Red Sox trying to increase the lead before we get there. There goes Betts. And it's bobbled and dropped by Martin, and Mookie Betts has it stolen with Jackie Bradley holding at third base. Another steal, number 6 for Mookie.
Pitch is going to be down and in, but in a rush right there by Martin, he just can't get control of the baseball, but he had no chance to get Betts at second base. They're running on Biagini is what they're doing.
So 2 ducks on the pond now for Martinez. And the 2-1. He won't offer. So he's worked the count to his favor. 3 balls, 1 strike. Moreland on deck.
And he won't try to get too big here. He'll do this, he'll take that same approach that he always takes on the 3-1 count.
Three, 2. A changeup on 3-1.
Yeah, and that's why I was out in front of it just a little bit.
How about this? 7 hits his last 13 at bats with men in scoring position.
Changeup grip stayed inside, and that's why he pulled it to foul down that third baseline.
Jackie Bradley walked to begin the inning. He's standing at third base. Mookie Betts with a base hit and a theft. He's at second. 1 away. Three, 2. Won't chase it. Ball 4, and they're all loaded up. And a golden chance now for the Red Sox with only 1 away, and Moreland approaching the plate. Pete Walker heading out. Red Sox trying to add to their 6 grand slams to lead the majors. No place to put Moreland, who's 0 for 1. He's grounded to second.
Tonight at 10 p.m. on NESN Sports Today, we'll have a full recap of today's Red Sox game, plus highlights and reaction from Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Cavs and the Celtics. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank, where the technology is as helpful as the people.
Mitch Moreland has one of those grand slams. His last 7 games, he's hitting .414 with 4 home runs. So a man at every base for Moreland. Red Sox already in front 2-0. That'll be ball 1. Deck McGuire, right-hander, loosening in the bullpen for Toronto. Mitch Moreland with half a dozen home runs. Here's the 1-0. That missed badly. 2-0. So Biagini in deep trouble. The Wolf is at the door for him. He's got to throw a strike here. Moreland might really get something to wail on. If not, it goes to 3-0. Bogart's on deck. Bradley, Betts, Martinez leading, and the 2-0. Fouled away. Mitch is hitting .333 against right-handed pitching, and 5 of his 6 home runs have come against righties. Red Sox have just destroyed right-handed pitching. And a 2-1. Thought about it, and he went. Home plate umpire Meals said he swung the bat. So 2-2.
Yeah, fastball up in the zone, up high, that he couldn't stay off of. Wanted to, tried to, but clearly a swing right there by Moreland.
So it's Jackie Bradley at third base. Mookie Betts at second. JD Martinez at first. Moreland trying to put a real hurt on Biagini and Toronto. And he fouled that one away. He got a breaking ball. Big curveball.
So far in this is bat, he's seen 3 fastballs and 2 curveballs.
And Mitch, a very good hitter in his career with the bases loaded. 3 grand slams. 1 this year. Two again. Biagini has walked 2 men in this inning. He has already allowed a big fly in the game to JD Martinez. And time granted by Jerry Meals. Moreland has hit 2 home runs on this trip. 2-2 again. Ball 3. So the count is full on Moreland. Biagini already up to 62 pitches with 1 out in the 3rd. Bradley, Betts, Martinez getting their leads. 1 man out. Here's the 3-2. Tagged down the right field line, hit it for the corner, but a foul ball into the stands. Sharply hit by Moreland, but a noisy foul ball.
The only pitch that Moreland has not seen in this at bat, well, 2 pitches, a cut fastball and a changeup. It's been all fastballs and curveballs.
He has been in that batter's box a long time. Here comes the 9th pitch of the at bat. 3-2 again. Xander Bogaerts waiting for his turn. That's taken a while. Mitch Moreland in a big time fight with Joe Biagini with the bases loaded. And he walked him, and that'll force in a run. Here comes Jackie Bradley. 3rd walk in the inning by the right-hander.
What an at bat by Moreland, and it's a long at bat. Starts him off with a fastball right here that's going to be down. Then he goes to a curveball. 2-0 count. Back to a fastball. Fouls it off. Another fastball. Then they try the curveball. Try it again. Back to the fastball. Moreland takes it. Back to the curveball. Fouls it off. Misses with fouls off the fastball. And then walks him on the fastball. What an at bat by Moreland. Wow.
One of the best of the season. Picks up his 20th RBI. That was a 6-minute at bat. So he earned his 20th RBI. That'll send up Xander Bogaerts 0 for 1. He is grounded to 3rd. Red Sox in front now 3-0. They can really bust it open here. Xander already has 2 grand slams this year. First one in there for strike 1 with the curve. Four-game hitting streak for Xander Bogaerts, who has just killed the AL East this year. He's hitting .393 against the division. Blocked by Martin and a count 1-1. Biagini's pitching line brought to you by Lexus, inviting you to see, hear, feel, and experience amazing.
'67 pitches so far here in the 3rd inning.
And a very slow tempo.
It's like my cab ride to the ballpark this morning. Ridiculous.
1-1. Ball and 2 strikes on Xander. He had a lot of activity because of the race here downtown, so it took everybody forever to get to the ballpark.
Oh my goodness. My guy wanted to drop me off like 2 miles from the Rogers Center because he said he couldn't get here. I said no, I'm staying in. You're gonna find it.
Glad you made it. 1-2 pitch now to Bogaerts. And a ground ball to short. Urania to Solarte on to first, and they turn the double play. So that will retire the side. In the end, the Red Sox had 1 run, and they're on top 3-0. Alex Cora to join us in just a moment. Time now for a look at the road ahead, presented by People's United Bank. Red Sox finally get home for an extended homestand. 7 dates, 3 against Oakland, 4 against Baltimore. On your calendar, Thursday may look like an open date, but that is a rain out to be made up on Thursday. Red Sox finally get a day off on the 21st, hitting the road to Tampa Bay and then Atlanta and Toronto. Red Sox in front here on this Mother's Day with a 3-0 lead, and that was a hard-earned run. Inning began with Jackie Bradley taking the walk. Mookie Betts with a single and a steal, and then back-to-back walks, one to load up the bases to JD Martinez, and then Mitch Moreland with the RBI on the bases loaded walk. Alex Cora joining us, and Alex, was that one of your really fun at bats of the year, watching Moreland take that?
Yes, we were hoping for one of those one swing four run swings, but that was great. I called off a few breaking balls, took a fastball down in the zone, and he did a good job there.
And Alex, how has Pomeranz looked to you so far today?
He's been okay. It seems like his arm speed is there, mixing up the breaking ball. That fastball up and in is playing right now, so that's a good sign for us.
Alex, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Alex Cora with us today. Red Sox on top 3-0. Pomeranz about to go into his 4th inning. His 3rd inning. He'll be taking on Donaldson, Smoke, and Solarte here. Gave up a double to Donaldson in the 1st. And the Red Sox with the 3-0 lead. Boy, a 6-minute at bat for Mitch Moreland and taking that walk, but then the double play ends the threat, and the Red Sox have to settle for the 1.
I have a feeling like this could be a 7-0 ball game right now. The Red Sox leading.
So it'll be Donaldson to lead things off here against Pomeranz. He ripped a double in the 1st inning. So that snapped an 0 for 7 for him. And Pomeranz's first pitch of the inning is up high for ball 1. It's one of the things the Red Sox did consistently for Drew Pomeranz last year was score runs for him. A victory for the Red Sox today, and they would improve to 17-8 on the road. These things always even out, of course. Everybody plays same number of home and road games, but the Yankees, as of today, will have played 10 more home dates than the Red Sox. So when you look at their records, both of them 27-12. Red Sox have been on the road where it's harder to win a lot more. In there for a strike on Donaldson.
Good changeup that time by Pomeranz, picking up that outside corner.
Two. And down he goes hacking. He strikes out Donaldson.
The last 2 pitches we'll look at for Pomeranz. One's going to be a changeup. And his changeup's going to barely pick up the outside corner, as you can see. And then he comes back with the cut fastball to pick up the strikeout. Cut fastball, we haven't seen too many of those today from Pomeranz.
That'll bring up Smoke. He walked in the 1st inning. .246, 5 home runs for the switch hitter. Solarte, Morales, and Urania also switch hitters today in this lineup. And a 2-0 pitch for Pomeranz. He's had a number of 3-ball counts, and that's going to be ball 4. So he's walked his 3rd man. Something to keep an eye on there. When hip and knee pain force you to sit out, visit the joint replacement experts at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Visit bidmc.org. So base runner with 1 away. Solarte next. He's their cleanup man. It's a season high in walks for Drew. Solarte 0 for 1 on a fielder's choice. And that is going to be a balk. And that will send Smoke down to second base.
It's like Pomeranz just tripped coming off the rubber. Yeah, it's like it landed on his ankle and decided not to throw the pitch.
So he boxed Smoke down to scoring position. With one man gone. And zips it in there at 88. It's about where that fastball has been sitting today. Kevin Pillar on deck. He had a chance to drive in a couple of runs in the first inning with 2 down, but he grounded back to Pomeranz. 0-1. Line shot, but foul, and he broke his bat. Then he made sure of it by cracking the handle over the knee.
Cut fastball gets inside, jams him right around the label of the bat. That's firewood.
You better make sure you really did break it if you're going to do that over the leg, aren't you? You got to make sure.
I think that's crazy because I think it hurts the leg more than it does the bat. The bat's already broke.
Right. Oh, 0-2 on Solarte. Smoke off the bag at second, 1 away in the 0-2. Red Sox seeing a lot of Toronto over a short span of 37 days. They're going to meet 9 of the 19 times this year in April and in May. 2-strike pitch. And again, this is a team the Red Sox have pretty much dominated recently. You go back to the start of last year. Boston is 16-8 against Toronto. John Gibbons' team right now 21-19. Trailing the Sox and the Yankees by 6.5. One, two, and it's in there for strike 3. Solarte disagrees, but it's right at the bottom of the strike zone.
Yeah, it's a good pitch by Pomeranz. Gets that fastball down that time and right at the bottom of the strike zone. That's where he needs to be with the fastball. Early in the game, he was letting a lot of them just take off on him, riding high. Now he's starting to get it down in the strike zone. Much better place for it.
So Pomeranz broke his bat and broke his heart with that pitch. He was pretty miffed at Jerry Meals, but looked like a good pitch. As Pillar takes a ball. So 4 strikeouts for the left-hander. Pillar grounded back to the pitcher in the first inning in an RBI chance. Inning 3-14. Smoke still out there at second base with 2 gone. On the corner, he said. 1-1. Sox up 3-0 here on getaway day. Sure, right. Feels like it ought to be more like 5 or 6. 2-1. Now the Red Sox will have Devers, Holt, and Vasquez due up when it goes to the 4th inning. And 2-1 to Pilar. Tried to hold up, but he committed. First base umpire Morales agrees, and it counts 2-2.
Take a look from the side. Did he go? Yes, he did. Well, I wanted him to check, but it didn't matter.
So Pomeranz can strike out 3 men in this inning. And despite a walk and a balk, if he does that, he'll sail through the 3rd. Here comes the 2-2. He is at 65 pitches. He is only allowed 2 hits, one a double and the other a single. He's faced 14 batters, and on half of them he's gone to a 3-ball count, though. That's the reason for the high pitch count. And now a 3-2 to Pilar. Lunging, and he taps it foul. Today, the 46th day of the Major League season. On only 3 of them have the Red Sox not held at least a share of first place at the start of the day. Friday marked the first time this season the Red Sox and Yankees lost on the same day. And now Pilar will step out. Every once in a while you'll see those gusts of wind. Wind really does pick up, and it swirls a bit in here. Very bright sun to boot. Here comes the 3-2. Wrap foul. Well, we've seen some long at bats.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of long at bats, a lot of pitches by both starting pitchers here early in the game, and the pace of this game has been brutally slow. As neither pitcher has been able to find a groove. Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. Adam, Jim, and Johnny will break down key plays of the game, and you'll hear from Drew Pomeranz and Alex Cora. Whatever, whenever, wherever, who but WB Mason.
So Pilar back in, a full count on him. Russell Martin would be the next batter, but Pomeranz trying to end the 3rd on this guy. Fly ball into left field. There's Benintendi on the back pedal. He's got it. That retires the side. 1 man left. prior to the game. Visit NESN.com/schedule to import it. Presented by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of the Red Sox and Major League Baseball. To the fourth inning. Big crowd here in Toronto. They're expecting almost 40,000 here on Mother's Day. Devers, Holt, Vasquez due up, and that's a looper foul off the end of the bat by Devers, and he broke that.
Sometimes Devers just makes up his mind. He's going to swing at that first pitch. It doesn't matter what it is. That was a changeup away. Right off the end of the bat, broke the bat. Sting in the hands. Here's the changeup sinking down and away, as you can see, and that cracks. Devers with a new one.
So broke the pink one. That's the end of that. Struck out his first time up. Did you have that theory from time to time as a hitter that you were going up, you're going to swing no matter what it was?
Oh, I didn't have a problem doing that. No. I was not very patient at the plate. One of the drawbacks of being at the top of the order for me. I didn't walk very much. I was pretty much a very aggressive swinger, and at times that worked against me as a first or second hitter.
2-1 to the second baseman. And that's actually Donaldson to scoop that up and get him, and that is out number one. Let's get on to Garen.
Brock Holt joins over 200 Franklin family members across Major League Baseball today who are wearing custom pink batting gloves to celebrate Mother's Day. Log on to franklinsports.com to customize your own batting gloves and join the fam. Franklin Sports is the official batting glove of the Boston Red Sox and Major League Baseball. And Obi Jerry, I've got my own pink custom batting gloves, and I'm so excited to wear them on Wednesday for the Girls of Summer event at Fenway Park. We're going to get in the cage with Tim Hires and get to catch up with my Girls of Summer teammates.
Are you getting in the cage, Garen?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, I think Eck made fun of me 2 years ago about hitting off the tee, but come on. I got some skills.
Yeah, you got some gloves, that's for sure.
I definitely got the gloves.
And the whole outfit matches. Everything matches today.
It's Mother's. I wanted to match everything in here is pink, guys. I wanted to match everything else. So it's Mother's Day. You got to wear pink today.
Uranga fires on and retires Brock Holt. 2 up and 2 down here in the fourth inning, and that'll bring up Vasquez. Sox in front 3-0. 2-run homer in the first inning by J.D. Martinez. Another run on a bases loaded walk by Mitch Moreland. Terrific at bat in the third. He was in there for 6 minutes and picked up an RBI. Christian 0 for 1. He has lined out to right field. We mentioned this earlier, how tough the Red Sox are on right-handed starters. Righties against the Red Sox this year are 1-16, an ERA of 7.06. They have just punished righties. Nobody on, 2 down in the fourth. 1-1 to Vasquez, and he will not offer. Jackie Bradley on deck. Jackie was the man who scored in the third, and after he took a walk to begin that inning. And the 2-1 to the plate. Up the middle, Solarte to his right. And that'll do it. Red Sox retired 1-2-3.
feliz Día de las Madres. Te quiero muchísimo, te adoro, eres mi alma y que pase un buen día. Te veo pronto.
Hey Mom, sorry I couldn't be there, but I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Enjoy the game. I'll see you soon.
Those are two great kids, Davison and Justin, Red Sox media relations. They work under Kevin Gregg and just do a fabulous job. They're invaluable to us, and they love their moms.
And they'd like to be on TV, too.
Well, you know, you and I do, too, occasionally.
Speak for yourself.
People only knew how true that was. You don't like to be on camera for a guy who makes his living on TV.
No.
Russell Martin leading things off. He has a base hit, 1 for 1. You look great in a suit, you know.
You know, I'm very proud of the Joseph Abboud outfit, but I'm not crazy about the camera. It's not friendly for me. Now they're going to come up and show.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
like as if to prove it. But I mean, what's wrong with this? There's nothing wrong with this.
Nothing wrong with this. It's this. This is not good. It's not a pretty thing.
I disagree with that. It's iconic. It's Jerry. It's the Rim Dog.
Yeah.
I mean, you have nothing to apologize for. As Martin flicks that one foul. He'll be followed by Morales and then Alford. With the Sox in front 3-0. Not many hits in this one, a total of 5. And Pomeranz with a 1-2 in there and got him looking. Now Martin walks away barking, but he is a strikeout victim.
I tell you, we've seen a lot of guys, you know, from especially the Toronto side, not happy with meals behind the plate, so he's not a happy meal today.
Well, how do you complain about this?
That's a good pitch. Right on the corner.
Five strikeouts for Pomeranz. And all but one looking. Morales took a walk in the second inning. .146. He's off to an awful start for them. Guy's been a really good hitter and a big RBI man over the course of his career.
He jumped back from a similar pitch in his first at bat. It was called a strike. That time he jumped back, but it was not called a strike, almost in the same spot.
Well, it's certainly a different look to their attack than in years recently past when they had Bautista and they had Encarnacion, and Donaldson was a big time threat. And maybe he'll turn into that again this year, but he was only .230 coming into the season, coming into this game number 39. They used to have a bit of a murderer's row here. And that will miss for ball 4. So Pomeranz has walked 4 men. He's passed on Morales twice. CVS Health is investing $50 million over 5 years to extend their commitment to helping people lead tobacco-free lives. Learn more at cvshealth.com/be the first. So base runner with 1 down in the 4th. Alford struck out looking first time up. One down. Only 2 hits all day for Toronto. Double by Donaldson, a single by Martin. That's been it. But it's been a season high 4 walks for Drew. That one will skip away. The runner trying to move up. Morales, who does not run well, will get there anyway. On a wild pitch.
And that pitch has to really get away a long way from Morales to get into second base because he doesn't run well at all. But this ball caroms right up the third base line. He can read that. He sees how much room he's got and gets to the scoring position.
Well, in every inning, they've had a man in scoring position. They have yet to touch home plate. 3-0 Boston, and that'll be in there for a called strike. So he's gone to 1 and 2 on the number 8 hitter. Rick Porcello trying to go to 6-0 tomorrow night. He takes on the Oakland Athletics. And Sean Manaea, the lefty, who is 4-4 with a 2.11. The man who tossed the no-hitter against the Sox in Northern California. And very soon to see the Red Sox again. So that should be fascinating to see if he throws the same way he did against Boston in Oakland, with all those changeups that really surprised the Sox, particularly the left-handers. Went completely against the scouting report on Manaea. 2-2. And that'll be in there for strike 3 as he came back to get him with a curveball.
Looked like Vasquez might have got crossed up on this. Watch him go up to catch this like it's going to be a fastball, and all of a sudden it breaks down. I think he got crossed up on that and still able to make the catch, and they call it a strike.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's going upstairs like he thought it was going to be a fastball up and away.
No doubt.
That's pretty good play by Vasquez.
Really was, to adjust like that. So 6 Ks for Pomeranz. He's gotten this guy before. Urania struck him out looking in the second. So Pomeranz has been tiptoeing right through the landmines today, but whenever he needs a strikeout, he gets it. Despite the walks, they have not scored. 4 of his 6 strikeouts have come with men in scoring position. Fly ball. Betts on the move. Mookie coming hard. He dives! And he caught the ball! And that was in fair territory. Outstanding work by the Gold Glover.
another highlight film catch, and I don't know how he makes plays like that. That ball slicing away from him, not hit hard, and he's able to cover the ground to make the catch. Unbelievable.
Closing speed, huh? Fouled back by Bradley. Take a look.
He gets a good read, he gets a good jump, he's got the great speed, and then the great finish. And this ball slicing away from him. No fear at all for the wall coming up. Just goes into a dive, makes the catch. I'll tell you, there are some spectacular plays made by the Red Sox outfielders.
Jackie walked and scored in the third inning. I love the finish on that because it had an elegant feel to it. Right up against the wall, almost head first into the wall, but then just pulls up and, yep, got it. End of the inning.
Almost like he expects to make those plays.
Swinging bunt off the hill, Biagini, and hurries to get him. Let's get on to Guerin.
Well, guys, what a catch Mookie just made. And he was telling me that when he was a little kid, they had a really big tree in their yard, and he loved to climb up it. However, he was afraid to climb down it, so he would just sit in the tree. And one time he said his mom came outside, and she heard him actually crying in the tree because he couldn't get down. And I said, well, did she come and get you? He said, no, she left him there because she wanted him to learn, don't climb up in the tree. And I said, did you stop climbing up in the tree? And he said, no, he kept doing it. Guys.
That's a great story for Mother's Day. Well timed, Guerin. Thank you very much.
I'm glad he came down from the tree because the Red Sox would never be able to sign him.
He is 1 for 2 with a stolen base. And now 1 for the Gold Glove resume. That Gold Glove's not going anywhere for a long time. Benintendi on deck. So that Red Sox outfield you spoke of, Bradley, Betts, Benintendi, batting in succession here in the 5th inning. Sox ahead 3-0. And a looping line drive for a base hit. He has another multi-hit day. And continues to do it all. He is 2 for 3.
He's actually shaking his hand at first base because it sounded like he got jammed a little bit on that as he hits the ball to center field on a line. Now Betts again becomes a threat to steal with Biagini out there.
Benintendi, a base hit first time up. He's gone 1 for 2. It looks like Benintendi is in a nice groove. You've mentioned this several times. You're seeing more hits to the opposite field from Andrew now,
especially in this series up here against the Blue Jays. The ball it's away, and a lot of times when he's not swinging the bat well, he tries to pull that ball, he rolls over it, and it's a ground ball at second base. But now he's taking that ball on the line to the opposite field.
I'm going to go back to the 26th of April. He's hitting over 300. He has 4 3-hit games in that span. He had one yesterday. Take a look at what's ahead in the series against the A's. This player profile brought to you by Verizon. He has a 6-game hitting streak. There goes Mookie Betts. That's going to be in. There's the throw down, and he is safe. A stolen base. And for Mookie, his 2nd of the day. Give him 7.
It's something you almost never see. A 3-0 count. You're pretty much confident the guy's going to get a fastball, and he's still able to steal second base. I mean, this running on Biagini is very simple today.
Toronto giving some thought to challenging the play at second base. Looked like Mookie stayed on the bag all the while. They will not challenge. So it count 3-1. Mookie Betts showing you all the ways he can beat you.
Yep, he did just in the last 10 minutes. with the glove, with his bat, and with the speed.
(3-1) to Benintendi. High fly ball. He goes the other way. Deep. Manfred backing up. He's at the wall. He makes the play. Gets a tag. He's heading into third, and he slides in safely. Benintendi just missed one to the opposite field.
But again, you know, driving the ball hard the other way. That's another good at bat for Benintendi. That's kind of waiting around to see if this ball was. Oh, this is the throw to second base. Excuse me. You see the finger on the bag. Obviously, no tag yet.
Well, Gibbons coming out. He's going to take out Biagini. This is typically when he leaves a game in a start against the Red Sox. The game might speed up a little bit here. Boston with a 3-0 lead. They go to the bullpen. We'll take the break as well. Be back with more in Toronto. It'll be Axford coming in.
TC and Steve will preview the matchup between Sean Manaea and Rick Porcello. DCU Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
So here comes JD Martinez with 2 down. Axford now to the ball game. The hard throwing right-hander, 94 miles an hour. He'll miss ball 1. JD, who has homered, 2-run blow in the first inning. He's also taken ball 4. Mookie Betts the runner at third. Benintendi taking Alford all the way to the warning track up against the wall in left. And Betts able to advance second to third on that.
Now back in the first inning, JD Martinez showing you his opposite field power. Takes a fastball inside, outs it with a lot of pop in it.
Sox added another on a bases loaded walk in the third inning. Looking to add on again, and a check swing that'll miss on the curveball. So JD now 10 home runs. He's driven in 32 to lead the ball club. Number 2 in home runs behind Mookie's 13. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Ripped into right field. That's a base hit. Here comes Mookie Betts. Red Sox now lead it 4-0. Another RBI for JD Martinez.
You know, you hear me talk an awful lot about head discipline. Watch the head discipline here by JD Martinez. how his head is right on contact. I mean, tilted down toward the ball, toward the bat. It's like he sees the ball hit the bat. I mean, that's as good as it gets. It doesn't get better than that.
Well, he's driven in 3 runs today. He's had a really fine trip. That brings up Moreland. 0 for 1, but with an RBI and a bases loaded walk in the 3rd inning. Mookie Betts scoring again. He has 2 hits along with Martinez. And a strike to Mitch Moreland. Mookie continuing to lead the big leagues in runs scored. 42 runs now. That, by the way, the most by a Red Sox player through the first 40 games of the season since at least 1908. Ted Williams ranks 2nd on that list with 40 runs scored in 1942. All of a sudden you're seeing a lot of Ted Williams, Mookie Betts on the same line. And that'll be in there for strike 3. That'll do it. But the Red Sox grab another run, leading it 4-0. The official batting glove of the Red Sox in Major League Baseball. The all-new Subaru Ascent featuring all-wheel drive and 3 rows of seats. Love is now bigger than ever this spring. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Well, the weather's beautiful here. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous on Mother's Day. Yankees and the A's are in a delay because of bad weather. But it couldn't be nicer here. Actually opened up the roof here this afternoon for the first time in the series, and the Red Sox lead at 4-0 behind Drew Pomeranz. Top of the order now for Toronto, Teoscar Hernandez, who's gone 0 for 2. They only have 2 hits. Pomeranz has pitched around 4 walks. He's also balked, but nothing has hurt him yet. Up the middle, base hit. So a leadoff single for Teoscar Hernandez.
Made a hard out back in the first inning, a line drive to the shortstop. Bogarts, well, actually it wasn't hit that hard, but it was a line out. And now he picks up a base hit on a curveball that goes right back up the middle. Again, very aggressive. First couple of pitches, he's swinging. He's only walked 8 times this year, 30 strikeouts, and very aggressive hitter.
Here's Josh Donaldson, a double into the gap in left center first time up. He is also struck out. No activity in the Red Sox bullpen at this point. At the midway point of the contest, knuckleballer Stephen Wright will be activated tomorrow and join the Red Sox. In what capacity, that has not been determined. But the Red Sox are going to have to make a roster move. '88 in there for a strike right at the knee. Red Sox are still trying to figure out whether they want to use him for a start and maybe give the other guys a break and add a day, or use him out of the bullpen, which can at times be dicey with a knuckleballer. 0-2, and it drifts inside. And then you'll have the situation soon enough with Tyler Thornburg, who already believes that he's ready to get out major league hitters. Red Sox want to continue his rehab at the minor league level for a couple of more outings, but that'll be another decision the Red Sox will have to make in the upcoming week. And then, of course, there's the Dustin Pedroia situation when Petey returns. Hard ground ball for a base hit. Donaldson's second knock of the day, and that'll put him on at first and second.
Yeah, both of his hits today have come on curveballs. A double back in the first inning, and now a curveball here in the fifth inning for the base hit. Staying on that breaking ball very well.
So first time today they've had more than one hit in an inning. These come back to back to begin it here in the fifth. And now Justin Smoke, who hasn't seen a lot to swing at today, he's walked twice. In there for a strike. Hernandez and Donaldson aboard. Time granted. This will be pitch number 92 of the day. Sox don't have anybody warming up yet. Another base hit. I think they will. Pomeranz's last start was able to hang in there for 6 despite the split nail in the game in New York. Here's the 0-1. He bounced it. Great big crowd on this beautiful Mother's Day here in Canada. Not so beautiful on the East Coast. Though the weather is expected to be quite nice tomorrow when the Red Sox begin the homestand against Oakland. And the 1-1. Luke File on a play. Now Hector Velasquez beginning to warm up. First activity out there in the pen today. Here's the 1-2 to Smoke. Fly ball well hit. Mookie on the run. He can't get it. Out of the warning track. Hernandez churning in to score. Donaldson right behind him. They both score on the double. That'll make it 4-2.
Now he gets a fastball right here from Pomeranz, and up over the head. For a second it looked like Betts might catch up to this, but there's no way that he can get it. It bounces off the wall. 2 runs come across. All of a sudden you got yourself a ball game again, and still nobody out in the inning. If Betts can't get it, nobody can.
So Smoke with a double. He cuts the lead in half. Pomeranz pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. He's thrown 94 pitches already. And he's been able, when he's been in difficulty today, to get a big strikeout. He just needs an out of any kind right now. 3 consecutive hits brings up Solarte. This is the 3rd time through for the Blue Jays against the lefty today. Solarte is 0 for 2. And there's a rocket foul down the left field line. But he hit the daylights out of that. And now Velasquez can't get ready quick enough. Solarte, a man with some pop. He's hit 9 home runs to lead them. Smoke at second and the 0-1. Pomeranz has not had one quick, easy inning today. They've all been a grind.
Yeah, it's all been a big battle for him.
Went chasing. That helped him. 1-2.
I don't think that he's broke 90 yet today with his fastball. That one was 89.
I think you're right. But again, when he's been in a tight spot, he's been able to rely quite often on that curveball to strike guys out. He has 6 Ks. 2-2. Now the Blue Jays battling back here in the 5th. Hernandez with a base hit. Donaldson with a base hit. Smoke driving them both in with a double. To right field, but foul. So his 100th pitch of the afternoon is coming up. That's with nobody out in the 5th.
He may not make it through the 5th. 100 pitches now. Nobody out.
2-2. And he is now run at full. Velasquez getting close to being ready.
And in fact, if this batter reaches right now, I'm quite sure that Cora will make a pitching change.
Now, Pilar's been their best hitter. He's on deck. So 3-2 to Solarte. And a little trickler foul as he hangs in there. Pomeranz, a 17-game winner a season ago. This year's been a struggle, at least to this point. Here comes the 3-2. Another bullet foul. Solarte serving up some souvenirs. Nothing straight yet. Nobody out in the 5th. 2 runs in, and another 3-2 pitch. And he will walk it, and that'll put runners at first and second. Here comes Cora. He has seen enough. 5 walks today from the left-hander. Never did touch 90. And will not have an opportunity for the win, even though the Red Sox got him 4 runs today. He's got to be disappointed in that. 103 pitches. We'll take the break. Velasquez coming on. We'll have more in a moment. Official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Kenyon Grills, the official grill of the Boston Red Sox. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Back in the beautiful city of Toronto. And the Blue Jays are rallying. Drew Pomeranz is now out of the ball game. Hector Velasquez coming on. First appearance since May 3rd at Texas was yesterday. Tossed a scoreless 7th inning on just 6 pitches. Red Sox would love him to duplicate that feat right now. Pilar, the batter, goes after that first one. He has grounded out, flied out.
A struggle for Pomeranz all afternoon, you know, with all of his pitches.
You know, he would have loved to get through 5, qualify for a win. Excuse me, and that is not happening. Runners on at first and second, and that'll miss downstairs.
Pretty good pitch right there. That should have been a strike.
At times an interesting plate today from Jerry Meals.
Yeah. Fastball right at the bottom of the strike zone. I mean, where is this pitch?
Martin on deck. Here's the 1-1. Got jammed big time. So it's Smoke down at second and Solarte at first with nobody out. Hector has allowed only 1 run his last 5 relief appearances. One, 2. These are the first fastballs today from the Red Sox we've seen at 90 and higher. Smoke at second, Solarte at first. And Velasquez in search of that first big out here in the 5th. The home plate umpire jumping out in front and said something.
Yeah, you can't go to your mouth while you're on the rubber.
Here comes the second base umpire, Ed Hickox, to take a look at the baseball. Gives it back. So 2-2 on Pilar. Pilar among the more aggressive swingers in the American League East, that's for sure. He does not like to take ball 4. Count 2-2. He's only walked 9 times this season. Check swing, and that's downstairs, and the count fills up on Pilar. Three hits and a walk in this inning. And still nobody out. Cut on and missed. He put him away.
A surprise pitch right there from Velasquez. He goes with a changeup to Pilar. Little split-fingered fastball that time to pick up the strikeout. Completely surprising Pilar with that pitch.
Every time a Sox pitcher strikes out a Blue Jay batter, Lexus will donate $50 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. A huge first out brings up Russell Martin, who singled, and he's whiffed. Caught looking in the 4th inning. And the man who can be doubled up, hitting just 154. Little looper, backing out Bogarts, can't get it. Smoke coming around, and he is going to score without a throw to the plate. That'll make it 4-3. Martin muscling his single, his second of the day.
That's a good read by Smoke at second base, too. It's a bloop, and you know, he knew the ball was going to make its way over the head of Bogart, so he takes off and goes. That enables him to score. Watch Smoke at second base. The bloop, he knows it's going to be over his head, so he just continues to run, and that's why he's able to come around and score the 3rd run of the afternoon.
That is their 4th hit here in the 5th. Charge that run to Drew Pomeranz, and that'll bring up Kendrys Morales. And the Red Sox lead is slowly disappearing here. Right back to him. And the second got one and a first and a double play. Velasquez gets out of it. Red Sox still in front, but lead is down to 1.
Outings are perfect for entertaining clients, boosting employee morale, school outings, and team outings while taking in an unforgettable event. Visit redsox.com/groups for more information. OB.
Thank you, Karen. Well, Red Sox lead has been slashed to 1 here on this Mother's Day in Toronto, 4-3. So Red Sox trying to get back at it offensively. Bogarts, Devers, and Holt against Axford into his second inning of relief. And a high pop into left field. Offered left field is still coming, and he'll make the play. Fought that a little bit, but he grabbed it. Well, before Liverpool takes on Real Madrid in the Champions League final, they're looking to solidify their spot in the top 4 of the Premier League. Catch NESN special encore presentation of Liverpool against Brighton Tuesday afternoon at 4 on NESN Plus. Every once in a while, the wind will catch a high fly ball here and create a little bit of havoc as Devers looks to bunt and fouls it away.
Not sure that's the right time to try it. I'm all for bunting, you know, with the shift on, but now when the third baseman's in, and he was in close. Now it's a little bit different when he drops back, but he was in close. He was almost even with the grass, and I'm not sure that's the right time to go down there if you're Devers.
0 for 2 today. He struck out and grounded out. Trying to bunt again. Could not push it past the mound. Axford will gun and get him, and they're 2 away. On the bunt attempt, 2 fast downs brings up Brock Holt.
He had the right idea that time. The shortstop did drop back, but the location of the bunt was bad. It was basically right back to the pitcher. If he gets down the third base line, he's got himself a base hit.
Brock has struck out, grounded out, 0 for 2. He's made an outstanding defensive play up the middle. Vasquez on deck. And missed in.
Now back in the first inning, a big defensive play here by Holt. Looks like the ball is going to be up the middle. He stops it, keeps a run from scoring, and gets a force out at second base. Very nice.
Brock also had a very nice Mother's Day greeting for his mom and for his bride today. A lot of the guys did that. We've been playing those throughout the broadcast. Going all the way to the backstop. Axford letting that one fly, and the count moves to 3-1. A perfect day to be here at the ballpark at Rogers Center. With the roof wide open, 3-1. And a bounding ball that the pitcher will handle. He had a busy inning, and it retires the side.
Mothers out there, the sacrifices that you've made for us and your children are, we'll never be able to say enough thank you. So thank you and happy Mother's Day.
That's good, son. Rick Porcello for his mom and all the moms. And happy Mother's Day to you. We've got a tight one here. Curtis Granderson about to lead things off for Toronto. And he's going to bat for Alford in the 8-hole, and he will stay in the ball game. He'll be followed by Urania and then Hernandez. Against Hector Velasquez, Red Sox with a 4-3 advantage, although they've been out hit 6-5. Granderson getting 273, 3 home runs, and one of those was a walk-off against the Red Sox. And the 0-1. Big shift on to the Red Sox, leaving Devers by himself on the left side. One and two. Sam Gaviglio throwing in the bullpen. One, two on the way. Granderson, known as one of the great clubhouse guys, one of the great teammates in baseball. Got a big personality. Now 37 years old. Fouls that one away. Spent many years with the Yankees and last year for a time with the Dodgers. Born in Chicago. Donated to his university, the University of Illinois at Chicago, $5 million back in 2013. It was the largest known one-time donation by a pro athlete. Another 3-2 pitch. We've seen a lot of those today. Slam toward the alley on the move. Jackie Bradley leaps up and he makes the catch. He timed it perfectly.
So smooth in center field. The great jump by Bradley, and he's able to go back, take a little bit of a leap right here, and take extra bases away from Granderson. So we've seen Bradley make a nice play. Betts make an outstanding play in right field.
Jackie moving from sunshine into shadow. So one gone for Urania, who has struck out and flied out. That was the play where Mookie Betts made a diving grab down the right field line in fair territory. Sox up 4-3. We're in the 6th inning. And a rattled foul. Back to Mookie's grab.
Yeah, one of the best you'll see right here as the ball just keeps slicing away from him off the bat of a right here, and he just, all the great speed he has, the athletic ability to dive, make that catch, and hold on to the baseball.
I love the end of that catch. That might have been my favorite part of it. Up against that side fence. Up the middle, line drive, base hit. Bradley has to cut it off in the alley. Wide turn by Urania, but a nice play by Jackie to keep him to one base. And a look at the end of the Mookie catch. Slide. And there's a little bit of a pose here. Just, yep, I got it. Oh, good.
But the guy's staring at him.
Right. right over him. So Mookie with a great play. And
Did
here
it
comes,
again.
yeah, another warning.
You can't do that. You can't go to your mouth.
Now longer conversation. Keeps doing it. They can call a ball.
Done this a couple of times now today where he'll go up to his mouth. And he's blowing on his mouth. I thought that was okay.
Yep, he's showing him that, like I'm just blowing on my hand.
Yeah, I thought that was okay.
John Gibbons getting a clarification here. He may want to know why. Yeah, it is going to be a ball. They are going to put a ball on the board.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I guess you can't blow on your mouth while you're on the rubber. You have to be off the rubber.
Can't go to your mouth in any way. And so that'll be down low for a ball, and the count is 2-0. That's the punishment, because the first time was a warning and he did it again. Now you'll see pitchers do it on cold days. They are given permission to do that then. Not the case today. It's into the 60s with the sun.
Nice changeup that time by Velasquez. Bottom falling out of it. All like a split-fingered fastball as you can see the tumbling action on it.
Toronto with a base runner here in the 6th inning. Velasquez got a big double play ball last inning to get out of the frame. As you pointed out, Jerry, this guy's super aggressive.
Yeah, he's after everything. Anything close, he's taking a swing at.
Hernandez 1 for 3, a base hit and a run. Urania off the bag at first, and a 2-2. Sox finally coming home tomorrow night against the Oakland A's. Hope to see you at Fenway Park. First of 3 with the A's. We're pretty tough. Rick Porcello against Sean Manaea. Good pitchers duel right out of the gate. Eduardo Rodriguez coming off a gem against the Yankees will go on Tuesday, and Chris Sale, who was brilliant here the other night with 15 strikeouts, he will go on Wednesday. Fouled off, just got a piece of it. So the Red Sox would certainly appear to have an advantage in the pitching throughout the series. Well, we know what Manaea did last time against Boston. But Rick Porcello's 5-0 with a 2.79 ERA. It'd be great to be home, and the Red Sox will actually be home for 7. Then a brief road trip to Tampa Bay, and then right back home for another week. Sock to right, slicing down into the corner, but a foul ball. They'll do it again in 3-2. Get excited, America. Dunkin' go-tos are here. 2 breakfast sandwiches for $2, $3, or $5. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. They've really missed the trips to Dunkin' Donuts. Being gone for 11 days. 3-2 runner takes off and popped him up on the infield. Xander Bogaerts under on the dirt. 2 down.
Got away with one here. A little bit of a hanger, as you can see. Stays up in the zone, but couldn't barrel it up. And frustration for Hernandez, as he knew he had a pretty good pitch to hit right there.
Oh, the agony. Down on a knee.
You don't get many opportunities at the big league level to get a real bad pitch.
Here's Donaldson. He's doubled and singled. Best day of the series for him. The Blue Jays, a good home run hitting team. They don't wait around. They get something close up and down the lineup. They're hacking. Urania on with 2 down. Red Sox up 4-3. That's a strike.
Velasquez has been very careful when he's going to his mouth to do it off the rubber. He's been walking around and you know, he still goes to his mouth, blowing in his hand, but it's not while he's on the rubber.
Yankees have been in a rain delay at home today against Oakland. They're going to get underway in 2 minutes. And the game was supposed to begin at 1 o'clock. And a foul tip into the glove and held by Vasquez. He struck him out for out number 3. Think you know Boston sports? You can prove it. Subscribe to NESN.com's daily email newsletter, The Lead, to stay ahead of the latest news and participate in weekly baseball trivia. Visit NESN.com/fan experience to learn more. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien, Garen Austin here from Toronto. Look from above home plate. Red Sox coming to bat in the 7th with a 4-3 lead. It really tightened up thanks to 3 runs 2 innings ago by the Blue Jays. All of those charged to Drew Pomeranz, who did not get an out in the 5th. He walked 5 men. So it was a tough start for the left-hander. Vasquez leading off the inning here. He's 0 for 2. He'll be followed by Jackie Bradley and then Mookie Betts, who has done a little bit of everything today. Granderson taking over in left field. And the right-hander's 2-1 will find the mark. Sam Gaviglio, the new pitcher, taking over for Axford. Pitched well here on Friday and pitched long to the middle, but Solarte with a backhand has plenty of time to get it over there for the first out. Time now for a game break, brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store, the Boston Red Sox. Here's Adam Pellerin. Adam, thank you so much. Look at the big house in Toronto. Great crowd on this Mother's Day. Jackie Bradley still looking for that first hit after he sat for 3 games. Hitless yesterday and hitless today. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. Matt Barnes heating up in the Red Sox bullpen. Lashed foul, 1-2 on Jackie. Has made a really fine play in the outfield. So has Mookie Betts. So Red Sox sprinkling in some defense today, which has been necessary. 1-2. Alex Cora says he wants to see Jackie Bradley more hitterish in the batter's box, ready to hit.
I don't quite get what that means.
2-2. Now 3-2.
And if I was told to be more hitterish, I'd say, yeah, I'd like to be. I'd like to be getting more hits. But what do you mean by being hitterish? Am I taking too many pitches?
3-2 cut on and miss. Down he goes, strike 3. So 2 up and 2 down.
Fastball down and away. Again, no contact by Bradley. Well, maybe a changeup. Looked like a changeup down and away that time to pick up the strikeout.
I would say probably not that. I gather from it he wants Jackie to be more aggressive. Yeah. Mookie Betts has certainly been that. Not just today. 2 more hits this afternoon, though, and 2 stolen bases. He's scored a run. He's made a wonderful catch.
If we could split a screen and put the headshot on contact of J.D. Martinez and the headshot on contact of Jackie Bradley, you would see an incredible difference of head discipline. And we've talked about this before, where Martinez's head is directly on contact, and it seems to me like Jackie's head, and it's been doing it almost his whole career, tilts to the side, as you know, as opposed to tilting toward making contact and seeing the ball hit the bat, or trying to see the ball hit the bat.
Two and 2. Might be the next thing they work on. Jackie 0 for 2 today and still looking for the magic. Now plenty of magic in that glove and arm. The 2-2 will be in there for strike 3. Gaviglio zipping through the inning, gets the Red Sox in order.
way out in front, and watch his head as it kind of dips back to the side, as opposed to Martinez's head that stays almost square on the baseball. And to me, when I'm watching those two swings, I'm just saying, you know, Martinez has got to be seeing the baseball better than Jackie Bradley Jr.
Now in Martinez's case, to the tune of 336 coming in, and he's added to that with a home run and a base hit. He's driven in 3 runs. He's been the thrust of the offense here this afternoon. Red Sox still in front at a 4-0 lead. It's 4-3 as we go to the last half of the 7th inning. Been a good day for this man, Justin Smoke. He's walked twice, and he's also doubled in a pair. Matt Barnes coming on now. He'll become the second Red Sox reliever today. So one would have to assume, ideally for Alex Cora, a nice easy 7th inning for Barnes, then Kelly, and then Kimbrel, and get out of Toronto with a series win and a 6-4 road trip, which the Red Sox would feel pretty darn good about. Long way to go yet. Sox did not get a long start out of Drew Pomeranz. He didn't get an out in the 5th inning. So the bullpen will be tested on this day. No off day tomorrow. Red Sox right back at it against Oakland, but at Fenway. High fly to center, but not all that deep. Jackie Bradley out there waiting on it. 1 gone. Red Sox season ticket plans provide fans with the best seats, price, and benefits the Red Sox have to offer. Plans start at 10 games. They're available right now. For more information, visit redsox.com/season tickets or call 877 Red Sox 9. The Red Sox pitching staff has not had a 1-2-3 inning today. Solarte has gone 0 for 2 with a walk. Switch hitter on the left side. He's had a frustrating day. Broke a bat after a foul ball, and he was called out on strikes after getting the new bat, and he was furious back in the 3rd inning. Red Sox have done a good job on him in the series. Here's the 2-0 from Matt Barnes.
You know, this at bat, Solarte, I think, is the first time I ever saw Barnes throw back-to-back split-fingered fastballs. The first 2 pitches were splitters, then he went to the curveball. So he has not thrown a fastball yet.
Kevin Pillar on deck, 1 down and a 2-1. Into left center field. That's going to get out for a base hit. Jackie cuts it off on 1 big bounce. It'll be a single for Solarte with 1 away.
That's the curveball that time from Barnes, and Solarte does a good job staying right on it. Driving it to the opposite field.
Pillar's gone 0 for 3. He's grounded to the pitcher, fly to left, and struck out. 8 hits now for the Blue Jays. Sox have 5. Boston with an early home run off the bat of J.D. Martinez in the 1st inning. 2-run shot. Red Sox built a 4-0 lead. Now 4-3. That's a bullet, but he rips it foul down the left field line. Pretty good numbers against Matt Barnes, 4 for 10. Man on and one out. Here's the 0-2.
All there was that time was a little bend to the knees for Vasquez. He wanted that fastball up high, and Barnes didn't get it quite as high as Vasquez wanted it. And he was almost standing up in his crouch, or out of his crouch, I should say. He's on his tiptoes.
Oh, 2, but that'll miss down low. Russell Martin on deck. Solarte on at first base after his single. Barnes with a 1-2. Cut on and missed. He got him.
That's the best splitter I think I've ever seen him throw. That ball really dipped out of the strike zone. He's thrown a number of them in this inning.
Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, and life insurance. Barnes pins down his second out, now going after Martin, who's had a pretty good day at the plate. 2 for 3, a pair of singles. Came in hitting 146, so he hasn't had many like that. He'll take ball 1. Martin's dad, Russell Sr., an outstanding saxophone player. Who brought the family to Paris for a time. That's where Russell spent several years as a kid. He hammers that one and past the diving Devers down the left field line. Solarte into third, dug out by Benintendi. Here comes the throw home from Bogarts. He lunges and he got him. He's cut down at home plate. Well, the Red Sox with another outstanding relay play to erase a runner and got him at home.
Well, the Red Sox have done this very well in this series. The play at the plate, Vasquez has it in plenty of time, waiting to see where he's going to slide, and then puts the tag on the back before the hand gets on the plate. Good job by Vasquez.
Got him right on. Eighth inning. Here's the man who started that nifty relay by the Red Sox moments ago to cut down that third out at home plate.
Just beautifully executed again by the Red Sox. Benintendi getting it in on one bounce to Bogaerts, and he's got all the time in the world to make the good throw to home plate to Vasquez to get the out. Red Sox, they played some very good defense in this game today. Mookie Betts, that relay play.
You see Vasquez very mindful of not blocking the plate. Smart move there. Got the tag on the hip. Red Sox still leading now 4-3. Defense has been a major part of it. Benintendi's 1 for 3 at the plate with a single, and that's in there for a strike.
One more look at the relay, how quickly Benintendi gets it, you know, and he throws it one hop. He just doesn't get a lot on it, but he throws it one hop perfectly to Bogaerts, and Bogaerts does the rest.
Red Sox have been out hit today 9-5. But still leading it by 1. Heath Hembree throwing in the bullpen. Two. When you look at the hit disparity like that, you realize how big those defensive plays have been.
Absolutely. Been a very strange ball game today in many ways. Not very exciting, and in other ways some very exciting things happening.
Yeah, you're right. When they have been exciting, they've been tremendous.
They've been very good.
2-2. Full count. Tyler Clippard, the man in the pen now for Toronto. Both sides had to go to the pen early. Sox trying to win the series here in Toronto. Payoff pitch to Benintendi, and he'll take ball 4. So the Sox leadoff man is on in the 8th inning. Streaks were made to be broke and make history and win $5.6 million. Download Beat the Streak today in the App Store or on MLB.com/BTS. Really nice day for J.D. Martinez. He's had several of them on this long trip. 2-run homer in the 1st inning, a walk in the 3rd, RBI single in the 5th. Sox have been able to do a little bit of running today. Certainly when Biagini was on the hill and Mookie Betts stole 2 bases. Mookie 2 for 4 today and a spectacular catch along with the thefts. Red Sox, when they have the lead after 7 innings, are 21-3. 24-1 leading after 8. Yankees in Oakland are underway after a long rain delay today in New York. And a right-hander with a 1-1 to Martinez. Runner holding. 1-2. Sox have been great in series finales. They're 11-1 in the last game of a series and have won each of the last 5. They close really well. Runner taken off. Outside throw down is not going to get him. It skips out of the glove, and Benintendi has his 7th stolen base.
7 steals, has not been caught yet. Very smart base stealer. He picked the right guys to go against. He gets good jumps, good leads.
So another RBI opportunity for JD Martinez, who's already driven in 3 today. Sox trying to get a little bit of a cushion here for the bullpen. Nobody out. Benintendi leading from second, and a 2-2. And tied him up, struck him out, 1 man gone. So to bring up Mitch Moreland, who's gone 0 for 2 with a walk that drove in a run. Really, it was the at-bat of the day in the 3rd inning. With the bases loaded, he was in the batter's box for 6 minutes. In baseball, that's an eternity. It was a total of 10 pitches, but Biagini works very slowly. But he worked him for ball 4, and that forced in a run. It's the difference in the game right now. Well, Alex Cora may be determined to stay away from Joe Kelly today because Hembree is still loosening in the bullpen. Man at second, 1 down for Moreland.
My question would be, what about Kimbrel? Would he be available today?
He needed only 10 pitches to retire the side yesterday.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-0. That's a bullet and a base hit. Benintendi to third, and they'll stop him right there as the throw is quickly in by Hernandez. So they'll be on at first and third with 1 down.
A good chance for the Red Sox to put some extra distance between them and the Blue Jays here in the 8th inning. Moreland with the base hit. And a good charge put on by Hernandez out there. They had the whole Benintendi at third base, and out comes Gibbons.
Well, he's been loosening up Tyler Clippard out there. I don't know if any manager gets to the mound at a slower pace than John. He takes the ball away, and now Clippard, the veteran, will be brought in to face Xander Bogaerts. Big moment in the game right here. Obviously, Red Sox up by just 1, and they have them at first and third with 1 away. We talked about the defense. That
head first into the wall, and then the relay play from Benintendi. 1 hop to Bogaerts to Vasquez. They had plenty of time there, and they get the out at home plate.
And that's why the Red Sox still lead at 4-3. So Clippard becomes their 3rd reliever after Biagini went the first 4 2/3. This will be his 22nd appearance. He's been a good one for them with a 133 earned run average. It'll be Xander Bogaerts here in a moment. And the Red Sox trying to add that all-important 5th run to take a 5-3 lead. Sox headed home to take on the Oakland Athletics on Monday night. All 3 games against the A's are night games at Fenway Park. Rick Porcello against Sean Manaea, who tossed a no-hitter against the Red Sox last time he faced them. Eduardo Rodriguez on Tuesday, Chris Sale on Wednesday. And then the Red Sox will invite the Orioles in for 4 games. One of those a makeup game on Thursday. So that'll be a 4-game series with the Birds. Give you a look at the game summary and how we got to this point. Brought to you by Xfinity. Pomeranz only went 4. Tough day for Command because he walked 5 men. Been a very good day for JD Martinez with 3 RBIs. Mookie Betts is 2 for 4. And Smoke had a big 2-run double to draw them to within 4-2, and then they made it 4-3, and that's our score at the moment. With Xander Bogaerts to climb in, he is hitless today, including hitting into a double play in the 3rd. 0 for 3. Benintendi at 3rd, Moreland at 1st, and 1 down. And a breaking ball, foul tip to the mid for strike 1. Xander on the trip is 9 for 39. He has hit safely in 4 straight. And Clippard with an 0-1. Scooped up by Martin. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice backhanded play by Martin there, like a first baseman, scooping one out of the dirt and saving a run.
Well, the inning began with Benintendi taking a walk, stealing a base. JD Martinez struck out. Moreland singled. Red Sox pressing the matter. Here's the 1-1. He checked his swing. So 2-1 on Bogaerts. Devers to hit next. Truthfully, Toronto's had the better scoring chances most of the day. Sox have done a slightly better job of cashing in when they've had theirs. Two-one. Evens up the count.
Going to the outside part of the plate on Bogaerts. Like a little slider that time that picks up the outside corner.
Although Xander wasn't convinced. 2-2. He's not seen a fastball in this at bat. See if he gets one here on 2-2. The stretch and the pitch. Grounded back to Clippard. He knocks it down. He'll throw on to first base to get him, but that cost him a double play, and a run is in. The Red Sox now ahead 5-3.
Well, the little bobble right here is going to cost him maybe a double play. Because Bogaerts can run, so it's no guarantee. But if he comes up with that clean and goes to second, back to first, that may have saved the run. So a big bobble by Clippard. Red Sox drive an extra run.
So up by 2. Moreland down safely to second base, and it brings up Devers. This would be a really big run to drive in. Raphael's 0 for 3. Tried to bunt his way on the last time, and he bunted back to the pitcher. So in search of his first hit here this afternoon on this sunlit day here in Toronto. And Clippard with the 0-1 pitch. And he popped him up on the right side of the infield, and that will do it. But the Red Sox do grab a big run, 5-3.
Sync Sox games with your desktop or mobile calendar. The official downloadable schedule from the home of the Boston Red Sox is now available at NESN.com/schedule. Get up-to-the-minute game previews, Sox stories, and the latest ticket information. The calendar is compatible with all of your devices, so you can get reminders next to your meetings and never miss a game. The 2018 Red Sox downloadable schedule. Go to NESN.com/schedule to add the full season today. Presented by Franklin Sports.
Checking 2 bags? That'll be $0 extra. Want to change your flight? $0 for that. Live TV? Tack on $0.
He faced 4 batters in the 7th in Thursday's win at New York, but he was charged with 3 runs, 2 hits and a walk. So getting back out there this afternoon, and he will get the bottom third of their order, with the Sox now leading 5-3 in Toronto. Kendrys Morales has walked a couple of times. He's also bounced into a double play. Up there batting lefty, 3 home runs for the year. Bottom of the 8th here on getaway day for the Red Sox. And a 1-1 big swing and a miss by Morales was fooled there.
Fooled on a slider down and in off the plate. There's that breaking ball, and once it gets down around the ankles, it's a very difficult pitch to hit.
Embry trying to fan his first man. Line drive instead into right field. It drops for a base hit. So Morales aboard for the 3rd time today. And the leadoff man on in the 8th.
Yeah, Morales did a nice job. Looked like a curveball that time from Embry, and he goes right down with it. Down actually below his knees. And beats the shift. Gets it up over the head of Brock Holt in front of Mookie Betts.
Sends up Granderson, his 2nd at bat today. Fly to center field his first trip. 10 hits now for Toronto to 6 for the Red Sox. Curtis had a couple of years with the Yankees where he hit 40 home runs. 2012 and 13, in fact, back-to-back years. He had 41 and 43. Drove in over 100 runs both of those seasons. Last year split time between the Mets and the Dodgers. Played in a couple of World Series in 2006 and in 15. Tried to hold up, and that's a swing and a miss. Crowd doesn't like it. Ron Copa rung him up on it.
That's a real close one right there that could go either way. Pitchers want it, hitters don't want it.
One, two. Wouldn't offer. Curtis Granderson has hit 322 home runs in his career. He's really had a fine run. 37 years old now. Man at first, nobody out. He was thinking home run right there, but he goes down hacking for out number one.
Yeah, Granderson's a dead fastball hitter, you know, even at 37 years old. So that's why you see a lot of breaking balls to him right there. Get him on a curveball and able to put him away.
So Hembree collects his first K. Now the number 9 man, Urania. Singled his last time up. The at bat before that, he was robbed by Mookie Betts on a wonderful play down the right field line. On a diving catch by Mookie. Sox ahead 5-3. They'll win today and they win the series. Here comes the 1-0. If the Red Sox do win the ball game today, the way it's playing out right now, the bullpen would deserve a major tip of the cap, because Pomeranz did not get an out in the 5th inning. It was not to be his day. 5 walks. Gave up 4 hits. He had a lot of trouble. Hard ground ball, scooped by Devers, down to second, got the out, back to first. No. But out number 2.
There's not much they could do on that. The ball was hit so hard to Devers that he had to wait for Brock Holt to get to second base. And that's the reason they can't get the double play. But you know, you get the left-handed hitter up, so Holt's playing him a little bit to pull. He's got to wait for him and then make the throw. And by then it's too late to get the double play. See, Holt's not even at the bag yet when he catches the ball. Just sprints across it, makes the throw to first base. So not much you can do about that. Just make sure you get the 1.
So 2 down, and here's Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 4 with a single. Urania now the runner at first base. In the 9th, the Red Sox have due up Brock Holt, Christian Vasquez, and Jackie Bradley. If anybody reaches, Mookie Betts. Hembree trying to make this a solid bounce back performance. That'll be the case if he gets this man. 1-1. Sox back home to Boston tonight. 3-game series with Oakland beginning tomorrow evening, and then the Baltimore Orioles in for 4. Solid week at home. 1-1 coming. Past him at 94.
Good fastball there by Hembree. He's been throwing a lot of sliders and curveballs, and that time he busted 94 by him. Very late swing.
Urania off the bag at first, 2 down. And foul tip to the mitt and held by Vasquez, out number 3.
Enjoy the day. Certainly happy Mother's Day. My wife Kelly has been such a great mom to the boys while I get to run around and watch baseball all year. Happy Mother's Day.
Second base, he'll dive headlong, and he's got himself a double. So Brock Holt with a 2-base hit and some hustle.
That jumps right on that first pitch, and that big high bounce that made Bullock jump in the outfield, and that certainly gave the advantage to Holt sliding into second base to get that leadoff double. Fastball right down the middle, and he just takes it the other way. Now you see Pilari's got to jump, and then it takes him about 3 or 4 steps before he can stop and throw. And good hustle there by Holt to pick up the 2-base hit. Will they sacrifice here?
The Red Sox rarely do. Not going to happen on the first one. That's ball 1, although it was close. So the Sox with a 5-3 lead here in the 9th inning, but a lead-off 2-base hit. And Vasquez with an opportunity to pick up his 6th RBI. That was the Red Sox 7th hit of the afternoon. And it's 2-0 on Vasquez. Jackie Bradley on deck. And it's Joe Kelly loosening in a bullpen. And not Craig Kimbrell. So every indication that Kimbrell will not be available today. Here comes the 2-0. Fouled off, 2-1.
Tried to move that ball to the opposite field that time to advance the man to third base. Inside out swing by Vasquez. Shading him in that direction in the outfield.
Rockhold with the lead at second, a 2-1. Two and two. And Clippard fires. Looper down the right field line, but that's going to go foul. It's been a lengthy afternoon here in Toronto, but the Red Sox could care less if they get out of here with another win and a series victory. Up and in for ball 3. A great many full counts today. Sox have been out hit 10-7, but they have the lead where it counts. And a payoff pitch now to Christian Vasquez. Jackie Bradley waiting on deck, hitless so far today, but he has scored a run. And the 3-2. This battle goes on, and a pretty good one between Christian Vasquez and Tyler Clippard. The Sox hopeful of getting out of Toronto with a 28-12 record. Sox have been such a good road team. They've had to be. They've spent so much time on the road. Here's the 3-2. Popped up. First baseman with a play. Smoke. And a short right. So that is out number 1. Let's get out to Garen.
Obi, Jerry, before the game, I was talking with a lifelong Red Sox fan, Curtis Kimball. Now, he is currently living in upstate New York, and he's in the Army. And, Jerry, he's such a big fan of yours that he named his son Remy. And young Remy knows all about you. He talked to me about your time with the Red Sox, your time with the Angels, and he knows he is named after a legend.
Oh, isn't that nice? Very nice. I don't know about a legend, but he's got the same name. That's really nice.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Jackie Bradley with a walk and a run. He's gone 0 for 2 otherwise. Is that the first time you've been told you were?
Yeah, I have a lot of dogs named after me. I do.
Yeah.
A lot of dogs named Remy.
I got to tell you, Remy is a great dog's name. Great dog's name. The Rem dog. It fits.
That's where it came from, and I get pictures all the time of just had a dog named it Remy. And they're all over the place.
Yeah. This is a human being, though. That tops that.
No, this is like top shelf.
Any day of the week. Rockhold still out there at second, and Jackie look at a strike. 1-1. Trying to get going offensively. He's gone 1 for 20 on the trip. Got 3 days off on the trip. Now an RBI chance. Runner goes. Is the throw down third to tag. He's going to be out. Brock Holt cut down. Trying to pick up third base. A 2 away.
I didn't think Brock was going. It didn't seem to me like he had a good jump at second base. We'll take another look at it and see. I thought it was from standstill. He was standing still, and then he gets that little 2-step lump. So no, it wasn't quite standstill lead. He did have a couple of steps going toward third base, but the Red Sox the last couple of days running into some outs at third base.
And a line shot, base hit into right field by Jackie Bradley. So wouldn't you know it? Jackie picks up a single, his first hit this afternoon.
Now that's going to make Bradley feel pretty good, picking up the base hit. That would have been a run had Holt not been thrown out at third base.
So Mookie Betts, who's gone 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 steals, a run, a great catch in the outfield. One part of his game we have yet to see today is the power, and again, almost never says anything to an umpire, but Jerry Meals has had a really interesting day.
He's almost laughing, like saying, how could I hit that? That ball is so far outside, I can't even hit it.
Nothing in 1. And a good block by Martin to keep Jackie at first base. Red Sox leading 5-3. Looks like Joe Kelly will be bidding for what would be Joe's second save at this point in a 2-run game. Yeah, Mookie had 3 hits yesterday. Runner goes. It's high. The throw down and a stolen base for Jackie Bradley. The Red Sox have been running wild today.
And you might as well, you know, if you're going to take a chance going to third base with Bradley at the plate, you get thrown out, then you might as well take a chance to get that man back in scoring position. And the Red Sox do right there with the stolen base by Jackie Bradley Jr. So now with a 2-ball 1-strike count, Betts has a chance to drive him in.
Sox are 4 out of 5 in stolen bases today. So Mookie Betts can pick up his 28th RBI perhaps with a base hit. 2-2.
It's a rare 4-seam fastball from Tyler Clippard. He doesn't throw many fastballs at all. It's all splitters, change-ups. That time in '92, throwing it by Mookie Betts.
He missed with that one. So the count runs full.
And he's upset. Clippard's upset at that. He thought he had this pitch, but I think it's down and away.
Nobody happy with Jerry Meals today.
Oh, happy Meals.
Three-2 now. And he walked him. So Mookie Betts is aboard for the 3rd time. First and second. With 2 away for Benintendi. Who has scored twice this afternoon. Red Sox ahead 5-3 here in the 9th inning. And not content with just the 5. Benintendi's been swinging a good bat recently. 6-game hitting streak. toward the second baseman, scooped up by Solarte, made a nice play to get him and retire the side. So Joe Kelly's coming on. Red Sox looking to close this out 5-3 in Toronto. By your New England Audi dealers, get behind the wheel of the Audi you've always wanted. Red Sox trying to grab another win here on this Mother's Day and a gorgeous day in Toronto. Leading 5-3, Joe Kelly is on. He does have one save earlier this season, trying to make it 2. With Kimbrel unavailable today, it's Joe Kelly's turn, and he'll take on Donaldson, Smoke, and Solarte here in the bottom of the 9th. And knocks him down. He sends Donaldson sprawling, a 96-mile-an-hour message.
He's trying to get inside with that fastball and way too far inside that time. Donaldson has to do a tumbling act.
Joe 18th appearance, 2.45 ERA, tough to hit, a 172 batting average. Donaldson's had a pretty good day with a single, a double, and 2 strikeouts. Red Sox bullpen has been excellent for the second day in a row. Didn't mean to. Ground ball scooped up by Moreland. Kelly gets there, plenty of time for the out. Donaldson never took a full hack at it, and he's retired.
T-Mobile presents Hats Off for Heroes, because no matter where you serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families.
So Kelly gets his first man. Now Justin Smoke. He's been troubled today. A couple of walks and a 2-run double. He'll turn over in bad lefty, and the Red Sox will shift on him. Kind of an unusual shift, too, in that Xander Bogaerts, along with Brock Holt, both on the outfield turf.
Yeah, that's because Smoke doesn't run very well. So you can get yourself an extra couple of steps on the shift because of the lack of speed.
One down, bottom of the 9th. High fly ball, center field. Bradley back and under. Jackie's there, and there are 2 gone. And 2 fast outs in the 9th. Solarte will be next. And may be the last man to hit today. It's been a long afternoon here. So far, a successful one for the Red Sox. Trying to make it a successful road trip. Sox can come home 6-4 on a difficult trip that began in Texas, then went to New York, and then here to Toronto. 6-4 would be awfully nice. There's a ground ball to Brock Holt, and that should do it. The Red Sox win, and they win the series 5-3. The final score here today. The bullpen just outstanding. JD Martinez with the early home run. Mookie Betts did a lot of damage as well. Adam, that's a sweet win for the Red Sox. They're coming home to begin the homestand.